day, we go to Parliament. I hope so you don't get opportunity for make you listen to waiting the leader of business now the House of Parliament me get for say earlier. We be there on the interview with Samuel Wise from AYV. He talk a lot. I don't know Usai we captivate you or Usai way you go and rob multiple. I open the phone line now because you be don't listen Dandy. So make we just go straight into business. Yes, caller, you live on here. You name Usai the call from?
Mina Usman Toli, I call from the UK.
Yeah, I called you earlier for bringing you come na the program, but I not be able to forget you. Well, since we don't get you, because I see when you be the look, the watching at the interview, you be get some comments them where you be make. You get the platform now, sir. What thing now you take on the interview?
Okay, that's right. I've been listening to the leader of government business, Mohammed Sidi, Tunis. First of all, I just want to congratulate him because he looked calm and be able to articulate answers to most of the questions then. And he really give me a comprehensive interview where he actually explain how the world of parliament they work. And the most important thing here first where I want to start with, he explained to me clearly your role as a leader of government business, where now for coordinate the activities them the parliament, and that now they coordinate the activities of the leader of the opposition, the leader of the government of the day, and all the other leaders, other MPs them within the walls of parliament. So be really able for explain this to me in a very professional as well as in a very straightforward way. So moving forward, one of the functions them we ask and say as a leader of government business, what he now the quality where you feel say you forget in order for able for function as a government leader, you say you get for be humble. I think it's important that for be a government leader with that kind of role and day, you get for be really humble. Because not forget, especially with the kind parliament we get right now, is critical. You get for able talk to people them in a very professional way. And I also think say not only humble, and that's not one of the comments them where I make, although it just emphasized on the issue of being humble. But I think it's also to do with team player and interpersonal skills. Because not forget, they deal with people from different political ideologies, from different political background. So you get for be make sure say you able to team them people are up for coordinate the activities, for make sure say the issues them within the discourse in the parliament, they actually work to the interest of everybody. Okay, now this is important. For most of we electorate in a salon with people then, they now understand the functions of members of parliament. Then we say, well, you know, MP, if we go build bridge for them, if we don't go make them host them, if we give them money, if we make them roads them, you know, if we do all sort of things. And Mrs. don't come across a lot of people and then they feel say, well, you don't become the MPs, they expect you for settle a wide range of issues. I think the leader of government business, Mr. Mohammed Sidi Tunis, he make it quite clear. He explains, say, as an MP, your functions is based on three categories. One, you did it for represent you electorate them, for represent you people them. And secondly, you did it for make laws. And more importantly, you did it for provide oversight duties. In other words, you did it for the check what in the government they do. So we therefore send a clear message to the people then, where they can feel say, when you become a member of MP, before settle all them problems them where they get in their own constituency. I think so we'll therefore try for let people understand that. And I'm so happy, the leader of government business make it quite clear to everybody, say the functions of the MP not to forgo settle every piece and pieces of voting they happen in the constituency. So that is very important. Now the other question also where they ask about the challenges then, where they face right now in the Parliamentary. One of the challenges the way he talk, he say 80% of the MPs them are new MP them. So in other words, they don't know much of voting and they expect. In other words, the expectations them they're too high. Then me feel say, when you come, you get a lot of money for able to settle all your problems then, which is not the case, especially with this new government where everything is transparent, everything they under scrutiny, under monitoring. So one of the challenges that we're in the face right now, all the MPs them, I think say their financial expectations are not met. For example, up to this point, we know say they're not getting to carry them. Also, although recently they're not even able to subsidize for them for the fuel, petrol, but right now, as we talk, they're not even able to get motor carry yet. So that now one of the challenges them will highlight.
I'll hold you on that quick. We say
go
they
on.
not get motorcade yet. They don't use forget motorcade.
Well, with the previous government.
No, they not use forget them. This is what they now part of that and welfare wouldn't they try for advocate for. We remember at one time we were in the talk say they want close allowance, they want this allowance, all those other things. So this motorcar safe way then they try for advocate for now part of all the welfare. So not to say na something where they don't use forget to. Now something where they want now, or if they don't they advocate for them before, they are still advocating for it now.
Well, I don't know if I get them wrong, but what I try for talk here, I don't know with the previous government. I don't say the motorcar no entirely belongs to them, but they provide motorcar who they see MPs them and they work. I don't say na government vehicles, but they provide motorcar for them for use with the previous government. They are, although their motorcar and they belong to the government, but they allow them for use them. But with the present parliament, I don't feel say they even motorcar now that I feel say I try for talk now. Is that okay, yeah?
Yeah, but again, most of them, they have their personal cars. Those yellow lumber plates, we get that MP, now the personal motorcar and they want them, not to the government motorcar. Now they own cars them. Their personal cars, now you can get the yellow license plates.
You mean the previous government or the current government?
No, the previous government. I know they talk of the hierarchy in a parliament. I'm talking of all the parliamentarians put together. They're all. Maybe the Speaker of the House, yes, definitely he has to have a government vehicle, but they talk for the rest of the parliamentarians them. This is something they're trying to push for. Maybe they mix like the hierarchy, we definitely get government vehicles, and compared to the one them we know all no position, we just they come either for clap or for contribute.
Well, I think a little bit rhyme there, but I think that is the point. I think they try for advocate for get vehicles
so that they all go get vehicles. Then now when I make it say Now make it say, then they try not to force let them buy the vehicle for them, but for give them money, like towards vehicle purchase. Because myself be get something for AXA, which some wise be ask and say, okay, well, if not give, let me say then give them 50% for buy vehicle. So is that vehicle going to be theirs? Or when they don't they get forgive, or it's just part of their welfare for suite of office, then give 50%. You go buy vehicle now. If you get vehicle now, you just keep the money.
Yeah, but having said that, I think there is a conflict of question here because remember, then talk say they don't request for fuel subsidy or and actually Mohammed Sidi Tunis answer say yes. Now then they subsidize for them for fuel, but what then they push for now for motorcar.
Yes, exactly. Yes, then they subsidize now for the fuel, but a motorcar now then they push for.
Okay, so that means then they expect say government will provide vehicles for them.
For them, exactly.
That's right. So moving forward, another challenge again where he actually highlight, he talks he say sometimes they where they can bring certain issues in a parliament, then we don't agree with but where other members of other political parties then go now their office system, where they come, then they come with a different mindset. So that again a very big challenge. And we see say he really commend MPs then from parties like NGC, other members like C4C. So that means that they get a lot of challenge from the APC's section because each time they go out in the office, we then come and they come with different mindset. So I think that a very challenge way we get for highlight from what the leader of the government business say. But they also asked some a very critical question about the president in travel one. And the way he answered those questions, he was very professional and able to articulate answers to questions them. He talked about some of the benefits them where the president don't bring from numerous travels them. He say, as we speak, he say investors that they turn right now when they try for open up, especially in the mining sector, where he believes it will bring a turnaround in the economy. So let's hope, say what in the leader of the business, our government business, they talk, it come to reality. Because to be honest with you, we and some of the people at home they criticize the president in travel one because we just believe say for bringing investors in your country, first you get for create the enabling environment. But however, the way I put the case across, I was really, really happy and satisfied because he talk about the issues that way that they on the floor, which we all agree. He say before SLPP government they can power most of the donor countries them may not show the country. There was nothing absolutely from any of the donor countries, investors them and the mining sector or nothing from the mining sector and agro processing was zero. So consequently, where the president come, be able to go out for go lobby to other international investors them for making able to bring them come. And he talked about the issue of corruption as well. He said because corruption was high, so then it deter a lot of other investors them. And I make it take the issue of corruption very seriously. I think he make a very important point about the president in travel one. The other last point I want to make, where it's very, very critical, is about the Minister of Finance role, where it rhyme with the lack of the role of oversight duties. Remember, he said the oversight duties, since this government come to power, they're not able to take their duties yet. What I mean here is that oversight duties, now the function where Parliament get for check the government, what in the government to do. It's a kind of checks and balances. They check on what in the government to do. So in other words, what you make a talk say, he ran very well with the Minister of Finance. You see the Minister of Finance right now, let's say the Parliament no they check what they do right now. Remember, I talk from the beginning, say the government, they do very well, the Minister of Finance, they do very well in terms of revenue mobilization. But I tell you, say, I worry about the way how it is spent. I think that day we get problem. Even though they get some serious difficulty in terms of who signing, they raise the money right now, such as the mining sector, where we know say right now some of the license suspend and some of the contract them, some of the license they don't revoke them and the contract, some of the contract they suspend them. So it's a bit critical, but they don't do very well for meet the target, which is about 213 billion Leone. And to a very large extent, we know the areas they're willing to spend in terms of wages, salaries, in terms of paying the debts, where they therefore pay, including the principal, which is a repayment plan. We talk about financing the educational sector. We talk about a wide range of expenditures that where they're involved in, from the revenue where they don't collect, where they do very well. But however, we talk say the major problem we wouldn't get, not because they're not prioritized. If they been prioritized, some of them difficulties here what they face today, when are the basic needs of the people, sometimes for be able to minimize some of their issue here. Maybe if this oversight duty been on there in place, outside the Parliament, they check on what in the Minister of Finance they do, maybe at this point in time, we not for being get some of these difficulties with the Minister of Finance. Although in the leader of Parliament, he actually commend the function, the responsibility, the role. I mean, the role where this man don't play. He say he actually admire, and he not go look for day. Now the position where the man is right now, but also them people that then get what you call collective responsibility. He hardly for let see each one of them criticize the other one. It's very, very difficult because they get what you call collective responsibility. So what they do all the time, then they try to defend each other. Watch them all. They hardly remember when they interview the bank governor. See no side who say they criticize. He get a very professional way where they put the points them. But will ever criticize the Minister of Finance. And in a similar token, when you listen to the interview where they make to the Minister of Finance, there is nowhere where he would try for criticize the Minister of Finance. So, these people, they work on collective responsibility. But if there is anywhere where I feel the business leader for criticize, if I don't criticize the Minister of Finance in terms of oversight, in terms of prioritizing their duties. But however, before I go, I'll make this point clear. The trouble with me not to criticize the Minister of Finance is a very difficult role. I don't talk about. It's a very critical place to say this right now. Because what you do, a lot of forget. You see, the manifesto where the SRPP government they don't make, they make a lot of pledges. We have very serious pledges. One, this free quality education. When you make a fish, it was very difficult for lay Mother Bio sack JJ Safa. Because what you do, this is now these people don't understand. You see, some of them big commitment here, now they're all been on signed on a commitment here, now the manifesto. And one of the big commitments that they make now this free quality education. And we know a substantial amount of the budget they go towards this free quality education, which were where we believe say in terms of priority, that would not have been number one, to be honest with you. But because they weren't satisfied, what is been on promise to the people is no, and I make judges of first talk. He say I spend, a substantial amount of the budget on free quality education, and then therefore pay the service, the debt, international debt as well as the domestic debt. So the one way they call on the sacking of JJ Safar, they see the request, they stand on mosquito legs, because this man they do very well, because nothing where they all did not commit. Imagine 21% of the government budget, and then they spend 23% of the budget as well for finance domestic and international business loans. So it's a difficult situation. Sorry for taking time, but I'll stop here so far. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much, Usman Toli. I think Nadande will bring you come for. So the people will not be able for listen to waiting the leader of government business be don't talk. Usman Toli don't break and down for you. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, caller, your name and who you call from, please.
Yeah, now Usman, I call from UK, sir.
Yes, Usman.
Yes,
waiting now your contribution after listening to waiting the leader of business na parliament.
Well, me either just one for highlight or just one for remote, but I know say anybody will work, you expect for let get payback. But one thing about government, we people them for the realize, just like doctor, now for help the people them, the nation, now for that they say let them go vote you. That area of the welfare, now in them they discuss more what just one for highlight on. When you look at within the minister been the highlight say 2017, it been there during Chijakaba in time, they don't try for work on welfare. They come to the time where the opposition, they take count to him become an opposition back where the Skuruma did it now back. The same issue they arise. But the present one now and just address, say they don't make a kind of move for ask the president who did now so. Madam Bio for say, go look into the welfare of the parliamentarian them. But me, I feel say no more, I'll just go make and quick. This it shows say the individuals them really would they go to that place they like partisan for themselves. Then they think more about themselves, forget about the work. It don't happen for the past decades, on and on. What in a welfare of you as a minister? Then they pay you did, as he say, you did more than levels 14. The man be the facility say it's far more than 14. One not be even no self-saying, so them the great people in that country. Then they say even the one who they up to 7, they even get free fuel allowance. All right, they don't begin get the fuel allowance. What in they want again? Now, let we get more to Kade. But we not say people and get for move up and down. Some of them may get private cars. If your primary aim is really for can help members alone, like when we look through the script of the poetry, where you always look, say now come for can go help una wouldn't this constituency, una vote me, I go make for this. The way you come instead of that one whole week in the debate about how to for make that your constituency, you depend just the right, when they make delegation, when they right, how they call it, not to manifesto, say, then they call it, say something like, when they try for meet, for gather, for go make, say, partner, so we want. That 1 week, 2 weeks, when they spend for long, I go debate about una welfare. Why you not go spend them for think about the poor people them? Una they think about una welfare. The part don't tell una say the welfare it will start from everyone. Like can give una left una I give the others. It not go fair enough. They even don't have to think about that. Let the people perform, then go say you are a winner. That's like an athlete. When you go on a race, you run, and they say they give you medal. Or what the year done, then pick, they say, nominate the best footballer who scored the best goal, or would that do the best job in constituency? I mean, I believe say this is another idea back when they get for put in the corner. They have to be thinking of this. Then awards they will they give, they think who is the best minister who has done this. We don't bring the best idea instead of who they try for things. Say let the economy of the country will go on welfare of ministers. We are aware that
parliamentarian, make a correct. Now the parliamentarian, not to ministers. This not parliamentarian. Yes.
Yeah, parliamentarian. Another word there, just the word I mean. The people who they all in the parliament. You see, the parliamentarians them, not the minister, all the parliamentarians. Them. Sorry about that area. So now the part that one, but me, they feel say no more. Then as parliamentarians them, I believe say they need something, but they will not put them before past waiting then duties and day. But if there is a grade again between the parliamentarians and some others that would the whole past big one there, let them just go they take and kele. Because then when I wouldn't ask, then go say who say for one. Whenever they ask, then when I say for one. Let it just be a uniform one. Instead of they think about who then dinner parliament for say una would they give una for let una go get this. Now they don't get fuel allowance, it's good for them. It's good for them. Because this is they even issued in can one time where until I didn't get problem with fuel business we didn't get for course and all that take on WhatsApp, but that was years ago. But now they don't get fuel, all man don't get your allowance, then give you, let them manage and force, let them bear. See we see inside them we able for go. It's that welfare issue, let them think of the people that would they looking at the health, then they wouldn't at the forefront, like a front line people and they people are there in the front line. Those are the areas they get for prioritize. People who are at the front line will be say, what's something can break not in the film. Sick come on not in the film. Mortuary come on, mortuary, this, that, hospital bed, or roads, or other things and they there. So let them think of those frontline areas, welfare. That's the welfare areas to think of, but not welfare of people them who don't say who they can go help now. Just like somebody where they put 3, 4, 5 gallons here. It becomes so tricky. If they get gallons, they put pipe in one at the under. Now then the water they can't do, you see the run down. The way they go, the other pipe, they go down, it they move, go up first like a siphon. So you can forget high pressure for go full up now one day. So like the citizens and then at that side one day, then the other one they go block them. They pass this safe. So you go see say before that gallon they full up, that drum full up. For let the man who they don't for can collect that water, we don't see that one way water for come. And that time that gallon don't full up, that first days on time before it reach now the next pipe for push up, let that drum they full up, where the water go drain can to that man day. So until that 10 days, if not 5 years, 10 that man day, not to die, you don't die, or you don't sick, or you don't collapse here. Then they no more other thing. But let the people start to think of their jobs that they need to do. Let them say, I am here to serve you, let's serve you. If I'm here to do this, let's serve you. Therefore, no say a job where you go take her. You know, for not for money they take them for. The money they come later. Even interview self where you go for job. We then say why do you apply for this job? They are go left that side, allow other people and come inside.
All right.
Then go ask you say why you apply for the job. Where she say you apply for the job, say because I need to pay my rent, I need to pay my salary. No, they no say straight away you not come for serving at the job. You get for tell them say, I like the job, I want to become this particular career where I come for, I want to do this. But if you go begin telling them say about the money payment, they're not going to even accept you. You see, Diabo, let people think about the people and they. Thank you very much for giving the platform AAA.
All right, thank you very much, Usfen.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, yeah.
Yes, call ID live on here. You name and who the call from, please.
Yeah, this is Ayo, the call from the US.
Yes, Ayo. What's in your own contribution, sir?
Yeah, I want to touch on this oversight thing that Mr. Tolly they talk about just now. What's in the happen here is if the government in power has the majority in the parliament, it will be very difficult for oversight to take place because they will just give the government a free check. The only way oversight can be effective is they decide not for go party line and go strictly by the constitution and try to do what is right, or if the opposition is in the majority in the House. But as long as the government in power has the majority in the House, there will be more or less no oversight because they will just let the executive do whatever they feel like doing, And as far as these MPs, when they talk about cars, they should have known what they signed for. If you can't stay in the heat, get out of the kitchen, The money when they advocate for buying a car and things, then government for use the money for care development for the people in their constituency. That's my contribution.
Thank you very much, Ayo. Thank you, sir. Yes, caller, you live on here. Your name and who side you call from?
Yes, this is Nancy. They call from US. Good evening, everybody.
Yes, Nancy. What's in your contribution?
Yeah, I not been get chance for actually watch the thing, but what I don't listen to what's in the other callers they all don't say. I think my own take on this one. Most of what I want to say the other caller they don't say, but I just want to add this one concerning the ministers them. When they ask for motorcar.
No, not parliamentary and they're not to ministers.
The parliamentary as they when they ask for motorcar, ask for this. Where this government first come, then go will say, nothing no day. The past government no left anything. Everything crumble. So then in other words, they inherit a big trouble from the other governments the way they don't sit down. Money no day. So how comes if you don't come, then really intend for can't serve the country, then really intend for can't serve the people then? Why make them not speak to the money where they pay them first and try to fix the problem before ever they ask for a raise? But as them cancel, it's so obvious. What's in the reason why make them take them position, and it's very obvious for say themselves they just can't serve themselves, because if they really can't serve the country and the people them, they really get the people them at heart. They're not going to go ask for raise when they no say money no they not fix the problems they. They're not going to ask for motorcar when they no say most of them they get motorcar. They're not going to ask for motorcar when they no say the country they fall down, they are for free fall right now. Money no day. Then they just try for scramble for block lock yanda, put yanda, cut yanda, put yanda for let things go on well. Then they ask for let them add them pay, let them give them motorcar, give them gas. What in them go ask for next time? Housing, if they know they give their housing allowance already. So what then they up to? Me, I don't understand. Me, I just they appeal to them if they listen to this. If you really can't serve the people them, focus and do your job. Fix the problem there. If everybody is happy, money they flow, jobs and day, then you can ask for raise. That and then now you understandable. But for now, as you cancel, you can't say, oh, let it add for me pay. That you don't make it obvious to me say, oh, now for the money you can for you actually no can for can and do something, because you just can for can put and take and then if maybe win the next 10 now, you get something in your pocket and you go wherever country where you feel for go sit down, you go sit down there and you enjoy your money. So now that kapu that you say na in the paper. But if they actually want for work for we do ya, and they appeal to them. Whatever way they get at their mind for kapu, let them put Mama Salon before. If they put Mama Salon before, then go forget, then go accept the money where they pay them, and then go use them motorcar where they get and manage until the country fix. Do ya they beg them? Me na that the more na in just church me say, oh, all this commotion where they happen, money no they think they go up, skyrocket, prices then they go up, people then they engage until then they eat the next day or the next minute. And then they go say, oh, now for add me pay. I don't know how for put ourselves. It really waiting safe. So me na that no more I want for say today. Do ya they appeal to the let them think.
All right. Thank you very much, right. Nancy. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Thank you for having me.
All right. Yes, caller, you live on here. Your name and who side you call from?
Yeah, my name is Brahma. I call from New Jersey.
Yes, Brahma. What's in your contribution?
Yeah, I think that I say thank you for this forum. This just proved me theory what I've been get all along, waiting I don't listen today. It just proved from the previous government to this government, it just proved me theory. Well, I can always say we only get two classes of people in Salon. We get the political class, one of the rich people there, then we get the poor class, because we don't get middle class in Salon. The political class and the politicians there, and the rest of the people there. Now, in improve so, they only care about their own welfare, waiting to benefit them. They don't care about the Salon people and welfare. They don't care. For example, dollar, today I go send at home. Dollar don't in nearly 1 million they go so. Nearly 1 million in dollar they go so. They don't care about that. Well, all them time they offer some other people in the talk about. Then they wish to blow what they happen at the country. You know, see them, they do the oversight function. Let them call them people here. Let them ask what they go on. Even like this dollar business, if I don't call the bank governor, call the finance minister. For say, dollar they go up for, see the thing for people there. They know it's fair a couple months ago. All they say is for care about the people there. But then they say nothing. But I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. Because, of course, they're not going to criticize the finance minister and the other one them because their 4 years are all tied together. They're not the nation and the same party. So they're not going to criticize them. They will all go fail together. I don't understand. Now, this will be the challenge of people in the more election become. They dance for APC, dance for SLPP, dance for NGC. No vote for them people there. They're not be listening. They're not be listening. Now who they see so now? They only care about themselves. They care about their welfare. They not care about the ordinary people in welfare. Now, my contribution is people. Thanks.
Thank you very much, Brahma. Thank you. Yes, caller, you live on here. Your name and where you call from?
This is Mustafa. I call from France.
Yes, Mustafa. What's your contribution?
My contribution is, we all know the country status. Now, we know what's the problem of the country. We know the economy problem.
Mustafa, you eat?
No, I don't know.
Okay, continue.
So, waiting at the MEO solution for the they want the MP they are the thing they only want. Okay, then get an oversight committee. They can give them oversight committee and they one jeep. If not 3 oversight committee or maybe 3 jeep for the whole oversight committee, anyone we get, then go do them. Then the other MP they all say they want motorcar. It's not bad. The government can buy for the whole keke. Buy for everybody keke. Employment no day. They find them about they ride keke, go they drive them. So if you left your motorcar now, you say na keke you want sit down. Why well, left to you? Because na part of way how for economize the where you country go able get resources. Even then go big government motorcar, they sell most of them. They begin use keke. Would they see if a country they cry like how they cry so? But would they go buy them motorcar? They earn me how many $1,000? Now you can make way they see the lost power now. They no one left the motorcar again because they don't use for car day. But if not keke part no there, it go better. The government for them invest per day. Then what they cry for this. You don't see how we Sierra Leone and we selfish and wicked. Look what people and they suffer about. Instead of they say, okay, we salary, would they cut per small for let we elevate certain projects in the country. Then now the one backlog would they add no more. Because instead of that, they end up for work for we the people them. Now we employ them. Obviously now we employ them, but now we for enjoy. But then now they want enjoy. They forgo they for work for we enjoy. They get a lot of benefits. And
all
people
right.
and they pass. Okay, no only program.
Okay, thank you very much, Musa.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you, Mustafa. Yes, caller, ID live on here. Your name and where you call from?
Patricia Vande from Buffalo, New York.
Yes, Patricia. What's your contribution?
Well, good evening to you. Thank you so much for this show. Yeah, so it's like I don't know what it was. Sometime I listen. Salon, I don't know what in the go on our country and the people the way they say well people then they go dance for and vote for them, what then they go for. Because it's like say everybody where you in politics, not for let the country go before now for may they get rich, may they enjoy themselves with their family there. I don't see any need for me parliamentarians and go ask for motoka. If they say the country tranga, tino day, they will not go ask for motoka. I don't know if not the motoka they forgive them, then the people that still they suffer in the country. Because even though he say, oh, na so in this parliamentary I don't do today na young constituency, also a commot. Instead, then they enjoy themselves. Then when they want, may they put their salary up, and other people then they suffer. I don't want to talk much there because people then don't talk a lot. May they just forget about them. May they do what is good for the country. Because all them motoka them may if like what then I not see now say anybody then any minister there where they buy motoka for them. If they make they pay them for month. May they use if they feel they want use live good life. May they use the motoka for their money for buy motoka. They may they do the work for the poor people. They go and dance for them and vote for them. Like how they talk to so people, a lot of us when they talk say contribution and everything. Right now, no one for calling a salon because I know from now to September to December, every day, sometimes I'm scared for take me phone. May they help the people there. We say for dinner, now manage or they manage. Do may they forget about them parliamentary and them for put their salary up or for buy motorcar for them. May they put on for help the people then at the country. Now that's not me on contribution no more.
Thank you very much, Patricia.
Yeah, thank you people for this show because it makes some sickness they go away from all they understand things already way under. Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
You're welcome. Yes, caller, they live on here. Your name and who side you call from?
Yeah, me na Alusigned on them and they call from London.
Yes, Alusigned on them. Waiting your contribution, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much. I'll not be able to listen to the honorable anyway, where them the interview, but from watching people they don't see, and especially like watching Usman Toli be the try for elaborate on. In terms of this motorcar business for the parliamentarians, then I think say if money no day because other callers in the try to talk about money. If the money no day, what they for do? Only the things are that if not like bosses them for them. Then the parliamentarian and them bosses and they go to pick them up from the houses them, then they walk a calm down as far as them go can pick, take the motorcar then go na the parliament. So you don't need for say first to get motorcar. You know, if you don't get motorcar because again for the money, if the money no the other thing in the right now still and they don't suspended. Like the mining site suspended. So if you not say one motorcar, it will be difficult. But if you boss them buy for them, if fine then go to pick them up, to be honest. You know, but as far as I'm concerned, I think the government is in place and they do things accordingly because we see some changes then, you know. Let me not be opposed too much. We see some changes then. For example, like them debate out and on the so now. Nothing the way they prove say the changes the kind of salon. You know, small salon, everything and step by step. You know, go be once and for all. But slowly we'll get there. But I believe say the government today right in track, you know, because from like putting Usman Toli don't elaborate everything, you know, because now man will be very critical about talking about this government. But the way he elaborate today, so say the country they go in place. And I strongly believe say we will win, man. We will win. Let's just be optimistic. Let's not be pessimistic, you know, on this whole thing. Everything will be fine, you know, people there. So at that moment, not get much for talk. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I'll sign on them. Thank you. Yes, caller, you live on here. Your name and who side you call from?
Yes, Triple A Benaba.
Yes, but what's in your contribution?
Well, my contribution to all this talk concerning about one thing first I put on pan. Like Usman Toli, when I analyze, I talk something with the honorable. You know, Salon government made them forget about blame game. There is no government in a country who no get opposition, who they oppose. They still let it on. See, who then don't sit on our parliament, where they don't settle things, or our opposition, where they come.
I don't know about they get issue.
I can't change their mind.
Would they get issue with your line? I don't know if now also you day or also you team up or it break.
Okay. The line is break.
Yes. So long make and quick, but they break.
Okay. Okay. Right. Sorry. Well, I don't put an right connection. Yeah. So me just the guy for talk to this blame game. Made them forget about this blame game. Made them work for win at the country. Minister, no honorable. Right. Like them people are so, well, at least they don't employ them. They need for work for the community. But if una all the time they put blame game on the opposition, and not for blame game we put on another. We not say the opposition, the other people if they don't sit down and they don't do well. Now the people that select una. So if una don't come, una do una young things so go make you happy. Don't too concerning the part in travel where we don't put on side. You say investor they don't come at the country. Now the part be the worker. Now say the people will not see it. Like what they emphasize about Andy. They emphasize about something will not start or happy. We all not see it. Now lie. Don't forget about this. Saying so the part don't talk about and media would emphasize about her. It's not possible for let a full week again. Them politicians in that country, we therefore do like how Nigeria don't start. When they beat them people, them the politicians, them country. Really? We therefore beat them. Because why people not reach them? People in the country, people in a salon. Yes. Excuse me, people in a salon. They're not able to strike. They're not able to demonstrate. When they demonstrate peaceful in a salon, they send for the tear gas one more time.
Okay, I will make you understand.
We therefore treat them so.
No, but
they can't enjoy.
I will make you understand. Say we know they promote violence, even though whatever you talk, whatever anybody talk now, it's on them. But we not create a platform for promote such kind ideology. So I want to stop you there, please. We know they have for promote Dandy, eh? Okay, Danny, okay, I appreciate to us, Danny, what he out. But me, what me they tell Papa government, make them forget about the blame game. Make them work for we. Okay. The honorable, the MP, the old people present for una parliament. Make them forget about to do no. Make them forget about the black, the brown envelope. Make them work for the people and I make you choose them. Would they beg them? Motoka, if they don't give them money, that money make them go on with her. They don't see, but if they can't try to make them give back all that money, what the people every day, then they cry at the country. It's in the eye. It not will go well. And in the Papa got the president of the day, no, they beg the investment we don't see don't count. Because right now they stop all the minerals there, no. When they improve that to the people, now before the country, they go raw like this way. Dollar, they go 10,000 loans. You see, they go well when $100. All right, thank you very much.
Honorable governor, where they come, governor or like Usman Tolisi, where they ask them, the man in our society, they don't go ever betray themselves. You don't see, they don't go do that day. So the people, the layman, they suffer. But do how they beg the people? Make them forget about the blame game or any other thing. You they under. Make them work for we.
All right.
No people are too small. Okay,
the minister, thank you.
The MP, they made them solve for we.
All right, thank you.
That's not
Even though maybe you had to go warm or waiting, but when you call here, please just be responsible. Wait till you try for contribute and stuff then like that. Yes, caller, you live on here. You name and who side you call from?
Yeah, my name is Abbas Kuruma. I call from Virginia, USA.
Yes, Abbas. What's in your contribution, sir?
My contribution, but the parliamentary people there. Right now, this the new government don't come and say money no day, and people are right now in the suffer. Their minister there, because the minister or parliamentary, some of them they be the debate about them for raise their money. So may they raise their money because of the money when they pay the small. But now, even if they don't add themselves or they don't add but not enough, but more people in the suffer when are the civilian. Then civilian, then they, instead of then go represent them for say, well, now this not the struggle, law, all sharam, law, no. But it's not, now they don't feel the pain because then they request for more opportunity. And the man now will vote for you, what they see you say, where you go there for the money, where they pay you, you're not glad for that. Because you not get what they eat. But you get money where they able to pay bills them, you able to do other things them. And now they back, they lobby for them, for make things improve. instead then it reback say he still dey per request. That alone they make self the one who vote for it they take and say maybe waiting government they say money no dey, maybe na lie. Because who now what they understand more. Now still they ask for more help. While as the people who they suffer, that means not even know care again but how the people they suffer, the one they who vote for now. So me they feel say because now if you then give themselves them money they make back, they not even consider the people who vote for them because they no one feel the pain. Because right now if they ask government for help because they feel say they not get enough money, while as other people now they not get. So if they give them anything, that means they not get forever feel the people in pain. I feel say at the time this what necessary for people work hard, may all things develop. So that then I able to say, well, we don't develop so now money they flow, we want to raise. Now that way that we say if we don't be. Instead of now people still suffer all too expensive, we not still in lobby for ourselves for me more comfortable. That's my new contribution.
Thank you very much, Abbas Kurma. Thank you, sir. We will close the line soon, so let me see. We get 2 calls, then we be missed. So we just see forget them. We will close the line soon. If this person no answer, we will go reach to the next person. Yes, caller, you did live on here. Your name and who side you call from?
My name Musa. They call from New York.
Yes, Musa from New York. What's in your contribution?
The contribution first of all, AAA. They tell you plenty thank you for what they do for we Sierra Leoneans here. It is hard time now with Sierra Leoneans who can at the media for a lot of talk what go develop that country, not to can ignite problem in that country. Like somebody called back the way utterances and be very bad. And not to that though they try for practice, so they try for make how God will able help that country where people will come back to stability. And back on the topic, the parliamentarians, who they say here, the only thing we mean to say, then people are not sorry for the poor Sierra Leoneans, the way they vote for them. That mommy where they sell cassava leaf, where you neglect that in one vote, now you go to parliament. If you want to make any decision, think about how they live before you put pressure on Papa government because he wants your money for let you get. At this time, where the country they grumble, say economy bad, money no day. When they tell Papa government for give una motoka, for add this, add down the power. When I not go wait, let the country steady, let the average Sierra Leonean say Alhamdulillah, I tell God thank you. If we they apply pressure now to government, to apply the pressure. But not to at this time when they go for race or when they go for let them give una motokada at this time. Now they sorry for people and small. Not to you vote yourself can a parliament a representation you can't do na parliament. No can you can't hide money. If send a Honda it be the right for going to parliament, still ride and go there because now that Honda it be the right way you go tell people and say they go represent them. You know be tell and say they can't make money for bills or for the other thing that you say they go represent to na parliament. No left this money thing. Everybody want money, but no, for no the time for ask for money now. Not to at this time. But the government they find ways and means for let people and stabilize. Then parliamentarians they request for everything. They don't start this topic today. They cut at the month. They don't bring our back. That they want to we say na lie, then they lie say money not in the country, money they. Because that's why they portray. When I say economy bad. When I not follow people and because you feel say the opposition go follow you follow and go dive inside the one thing, they will not all follow there. At the end of the day, the masses then they suffer. So me not get too much really for say AAA. No, just beg them people. Yeah, let them wait, let government stabilize this economy. Let them feel say what would they pray God for? Let's alone get what you want. If you want now, let them do anything for you. Then when I go come to that day. But for now, it is happening. Let them left that topic. I mean, I don't know more they say.
All right. Thank you very much, Musa. Thank you, sir. Yes, caller, you live on here. Your name and who side you call from?
Yeah, hello, AAA. This is Sam. I call from US.
Yes, Sam. What's in your contribution?
I think something going on in the background. I think
no, now you for turn off yonder. Then you listen at the phone.
Yeah, thank you very much, Triple A, for giving me this opportunity.
Okay, carry on.
Well, actually, I just want because I'm not actually listening to the government business actually leader. But I think I've been listening to Mr. Tolley and the others. Then touch on certain areas. Then, well, the only thing that I want to say, I just want to give a small contribution and concern about that area about the parliamentarians. And the parliamentarians are actually, well, this is not the same thing we've been talking with been happen during the APC because they're not used actually for the incident, then big motor then luxurious, vehicles them. So now the same thing they try back for bring them up. See, then they demand or then they advocate for let the government actually forget motor for them. But even I don't feel that necessary because this is a new government and they try and all man knows see actually the economy actually very bad. And if we think about the country, think about the people that are in the country, and if we check today, probably we might be like we country would be like a 10-step backward, and all these things that the current government actually try all their level best, they try to work to structure the country actually to able to we don't call economy, to boost the economy. So I believe them for the focus on anything and they for structure, for put all anything in place. And secondly, they talk about even the educational side. The educational side, I think so we get a qualified teachers then, but waiting for the focus. Secondly, I think we need educators in the Department of Education. If we able to get the educators, then I think that actually almost we're able to help for empower the educational section again or the educational department. So I think all of what they think, to try, for empower and do all them things and but them to then begin to request like even I think Mohammed done them in the try for suggest something concerned to buy for them buses. Then they all necessary for buy buses. Then the man in the work and they just increase in salaries them. So if you work then you get money, then it's able for achieve, for buy much car for yourself. Not to the time for only wait, because the country right now they cripple, so and the current government actually they try because they try to put things in place. They only do a lot of improvement them, a lot of changes in the country, and everybody see how the country they improve. So just for the pray God, and see and how fast along they go, and everybody with a wish for the best of Sierra Leone, for our country go forward. And I think everybody going for the development of Sierra Leone. So that's my main contribution. Thank you very much for today, and let God bless you. Have a good night.
Thank you very much, Sam. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, bro.
Yes, caller, I did live on here. Your name and who side you call from?
Yeah, hello, Triple A. Oh, thank you so much for giving me the opportunity for make a little contribution when you say we'll get. Waiting I really see, I'm not being privileged for listening that session this, but based on the explanation we each and everybody they give, I just want to make this contribution. When you really look with Parliament, of course, then people are now we give them job, now we people don't give them job, but how they get the job, it's like that campaign. Or they run after, the job. Doing them and they, bulk of them, the important resources. And believe me, Salomon, they purposely do that, they, for hand back. They can get the impression, say, they fight for with people then. But, thinking about the kind way, we go give the credit to this current government. But, for many people not go watch me say, maybe me a pauper, or thinking about, social media. I believe that, transparency don't they come at the wall now. Because if Pauta law talk say, they do what they're supposed to do. If major, thieves take place, I quite believe say, that information they go leak now social media. And we will begin broadcasting. But to be frank with you, when it is they look really because when you watch, we in the diaspora now we know the causeways pass with people in the middle of the country. we can only see, politics of that country, or would I really qualify for be, parliamentarian? We in a diaspora, somebody who don't can work there, you don't retire. Whether it gets SIM card or you not get SIM card, like Queen America, that's here and called social security. Why you get maybe you see the kind of your country they perish. I believe that, now we more before don't go liberate with country. Because when you get that social security, you talk to make a go serve the country. Imagine that when you go, you have open that social security any can. And I quite believe that, before you retire go, you don't get better Mustafa for nobody. Because like it kind of look ironical where parliamentarians and the cry say, Mosca, no, Mosca. Then people are campaigning. They don't tell me say, a bicycle and be right. But just because, them free saying, then they update, the government. But all this, to be frank with you, now the impression where politics, we don't give them people, yeah. Now that make, them just say, we're going to go there for gentry today. And mean that now this one, forthcoming. Now that make, my friend, all kind of anyway. One lady they talk, say, the current government, they talk, say, they don't make money, I really want to make say, the parliament now make sure, not one party, lady. If I'm now asking the ruling party don't get majority. But I'm saying they will have huge request in Ghana, APC, now them be there in the majority. When they talk about wardrobe, then they talk about this, but then be there in the majority. So I mean, what I'm really, it's like somebody will not go 100% have up on that politics, or maybe don't make foundation done. Because of course you can just say, maybe somebody is popular or somebody there with indifferent. But believe in me, for the mere fact they don't get that title to say in an MP. Just like question Mohamed Bangrabi say, at the end of the day, one go to the wait for Pura. And when you watch, as long as you're a parliamentarian, whether 5 years on, you get for campaign. And when you campaign, that how many $1,000 they give. Say, out of where you get for bill house, and out of where, money get for left to make you campaign back. Then it is half a possibility. But we in the diaspora, and I quite really say, previous government, you don't give some of them privileges. Like some of the borders, they go, hey, just like Emerson say, when they come, it's like they say that they bring change come. At the end of the day, give them bunya. When they come out again, I mean, it's like we bloody pass necessarily in the ground. So means politics. I mean, like parliamentarian. I don't know. I don't really know. And believe me, we all are just the same. The one they really travel, where they are really hallow, then put you there, are just the same. Salon, I don't know, because it's like we don't deal, pray God for me, God help me. So I don't really know how the problem get for be solved. So now just let me get for say thank you so much. My job, buddy.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you very much, caller. So I come again. Waiting maybe the try for say when the Honorable Tunis be the talk, he talk about constituency office them. He say na like surgery, where then go able hold town hall meetings them, and go back for go talk to them people them, and so that after them can make laws them like right now Parliament day on recess, so then go able for talk to them people them and rakpala with them people them and then constituency them. But if you call them office, then you call them, you say you want to make town hall meeting. I don't think say that office space they go do for make a town hall meeting. So the only side we have for be don't like for Samuel Wise Bangura for be push the honorable more for make a break down some of them things away than they yearn for. It do invest, Honorable Tunis do invest, breaking down like in roles, what they need to do and everything, like how Parliament operates. It do invest in breaking down then thing and the way make we able for understand. So like na the middleman between the Parliament and the government. Na the middleman in most role one day. Where then all the heads of the different parties then na the agbaba for them all. Like it break down for we all. But like then thing the way they want. Where most people get for frown at, those are the things that we if we don't break down for we more, make sure we understand. Like this office now one. For say the office now Parliament na go take responsibility of the offices then they And then they want to say so, because let us not forget, say, every election, then they get for vote for them. What if they vote them out? So then get for left hand, a parliament get for CC, the office they in good shape or anything, or now the parliamentary and them. So like some of this stuff we need for know. Even to this motorcar way we they talk about. If it talk about the motorcar, it talk about say, even now then they get fuel allowance, then they give them fuel allowance, which is good. And he say, then they push back for vehicle. He say, yes, they're not going to say, make governments can buy vehicle for them, but for giving something towards the vehicle. So now I make myself be the ask, me for the ask and say, something like waiting at 20% or 50%, oh, na don't, na they give the vehicle back, or na suite of office. You understand? These are all things the way info don't break and down for we say, oh, no, na suite of office, so if they give you 75%, if we put 25%, or what if somebody get motoka, he still need the money? If you get motoka, you still need them, or is it that say, well, you want come parliament, you want drive government motoka come parliament, on a government motoka, but if you say let them give money towards that, that means say no to government motoka again. So every year we'll get election, then get for come again, for can give money for parliamentary and them, for go buy motoka, even at 50% safe. So what if you get motoka already? Because they see them when you go to Ongi, they see boku with the MP license plate them, so they have their own cars. So now we they talk say the economy not strong. And the Usai they ask him about firing or making the finance minister go. He break him down, but he just stand at the side of the parliamentarian and his own little caucus. He never said anything about understanding the plight of the people. Yes, he say the finance minister gets a hard job now. He had to place the work difficult because of waiting them he don't meet. But he never addressed, say, yes, I understand why the people and they say that because things are somehow hard and all those things. He never said that. Unless if now something else me listen, no. But if you listen, waiting me listen, he not talk nothing for say, he feel the plight of the people. And we have those people in parliament for make we all feel the same way. But if they know they feel the same way we all feel, then there is something wrong somewhere. Something that they were wrong somewhere. Yes, it's right for talk about the president in travel one say investors and they now na the country. He even tell we say we go see the Leones go stronger. He say if everything goes well, that's the clue where he talking under. He say if everything goes well, we go see the Leones go stronger by the end of the year. Through waiting, through mining again. The economist will be the 98.1 yesterday. What he say? He say in the advice say this China where they make fashion, we mining industry and the fishing industry. Let them pull and commodity. Let them count them at the field. Let them can plant rest. If they want for can invest now, we can't get. They want for can help we. Let we take them go to the field for plant the rest. So at the end of the day, one will go able to feed ourselves to the point that which we go begin for export. But if we fasten this mining, no more, it's going to be a difficult one. And as we say, the parliamentarians them. Remember how they talk about SL mining? You know, a lot of people they talk about blame, say, oh, they make 3%, then do this, then do that. You hear waiting, Honorable Tunis say. He said now they all pass the bill. So those things pass through parliament. Not of us saying now waiting, no. He said now they all day, he said that particular one day, he think he remember right, now around 10 p.m. Now in them pass them. 10 p.m. na net. So when people and they talk like say, oh, this and that, now the parliament, oh, this same parliament. He says so, now they all for blame in passing their laws than they. So even the now minister, where they na the mind side, instead na be parliamentarian by then, instead be don't talk and say na the all passer. They were there when this thing then passed. So now they don't do. But we parliamentarians them, we don't run around this thing. It make you want for things say. Then within a parliamentary they pass the law. Then they watch the one then like the ministers, the head of departments them, the kind way where they want and they can flex. So I think say na so me think oh AAA, this is just a thought. I think say now that one then that they use for I say if these people can flex like this, have the big cars, have the whatever, fly this or whatever. What about we? When are we? Now we appoint them because those appointments get for go through parliament for confirmation. So we get our them position they are, and look how then they live now. Look how then they live now. So why we not for leave them? I make themselves they ask for Mutoka. 164. What if they're all 100 na big money than you? So na parliament go own them, na parliament go the maintenance the car, na parliament go the okay now then get fuel allowance already. But the maintenance, the upkeep of the car, not to order burden back by the economy way not even strong go no way. Because then give you motorcar inside, Amos you go see, you go see them begin say, oh, maintenance for change tire, and they own. If you see the invoice, then they perform there. You know for this, listen, Commission of Inquiry, go hear the figures them. Listen the one they procure. You go hear the figures they wouldn't go tell you. Because all yonder they want make money they back. So this particular one way now for this the welfare. We really need them for breaking down for we waiting exactly and why. Even though we know say the economy is not strong. And he say even that fuel allowance now 2 to 3 months ago now they begin give them. 2 to 3 months ago now they begin give them. Forget the fuel allowance. Go na market, ask them market woman them. Go na cookie shop, ask them. So we need them for wake up and think about the people and we elect them. It's a hard one. And again, the people them now we only create this for we safe. Now I make it say, Honorable Tunis say for remind the people them na then constituents then say parliamentarian them, not to development agents them. Then not to development agencies na in they run. They not there for make road. Now government sign they make road. They not there for build barrier, they not there for beg people them. But with people they don't take a like say, we see them say this person a parliamentarian. We see me head crash, now they are the run for go. So if you get for run for go, they for go call for help. Now making self way in a parliament, you need all the money then they. Again, somebody go ask say, what about the constituency development fund? That one day, then we don't make the last parliament. And Abdulem Fatoma then we get go. Be end up na CID for that fund the way he did be end and say them for explain how then they spend that money they. But we just hope say the parliamentarian them until then they on recession now. We hope say when they come back, we go hear a new song where they go they sing when are concerning the people them. Because they ask us say, even with all this thing where they go on, all the flooding, they not see parliamentary and them, they not hear statement from them. I say because then they on recess. Because then they on recess. But a point on Cherry Coco and others where we go, finding people in our Wellington. He say instead self come out, flooding be take place, but in be there out on holiday. Say where go, he be go find them. But as a team, as parliament, when they on recess, we don't know if they know they work, they know they able to communicate. At least, therefore, be talk to the media team, they say pull out a statement. Because they represent those people. And they represent. At least they say for pull out a statement and for sure say they are with the people. And then say go try for work laws them we go pull them people in the na disaster prone areas. But Salon, we they hope and pray for the day we go get leaders them. We go come for the people. We up with all which you don't make. You go tell them say I don't want nothing here, but I'm just here to push. Some people in the parliament will forbid they hear their voice now. When I aim for make the people of Sierra Leone for say, wow, if you be no, we choose this person. But oh yeah, salt na plazas. We no hear them, we no see them. But then you want the way believe on them, then say then they want more. Who still do it? Who then go begin turn the malema of Sierra Leone? Who then go speak out at any time, even though they are inside the parliament? And I will go left parliamentarian for today. Lamin Bagunga say, in things say, Samuel Wise be easy on the leader today, and you don't know that the question. Okay, I go send you a message to Samuel, but it don't exist already. Yesterday we be start one quick sponsor. Naya, we be start one quick sponsorship. We want to go up now the province, Sierra Network. We want to send the media team up the province. For me, we go cover the things them where they happen there. So, people can be pledged. We don't get Kenema covered. We don't get Jala covered. We don't get Moyamba covered. We don't get Makeni covered. Kabbalah we get halfway. But we want Bo. We want for send team Nabo. What do we need? We need transport. We need transport and we need lead on place. Transport and lodging. Nabo. So one make can quick because yesterday we don't get Kenema Jala Moyamba. If we get Bo, so we don't cover the south and southeast, we could just do that one day first. Then we go come back for can do this the north and the northeast. Now short term, not a long term. Each town where we they go, like we announce so. Now 2 nights, 3 days, 2 nights. 3 days, 2 nights because they're in season. So we don't know, but we believe saying inside 3 days definitely we go down cover with you in one cover. Accommodation are for 3 days, 2 nights. 3 days, 2 nights. Transportation for go and come back. If somebody able for arrange them, just tell we say you don't do the booking, we just show up na so and so, we call and confirm, say we they cancel so and so time, that's fine. That's totally fine. Now we they do them again, we can do that too. And again, if you get somebody within at the tongue for assist we for go around, say, now the place this, now yeah the police station day, now yeah the market then day, now yeah then can cow then goods them, yeah now yeah who can get problem, now yeah, you understand? It make them easy for we, because not today we day. Okay, we don't get to Smantoli, go pay the transportation for Bo, but we they hold up onto the accommodation. So we still look for accommodation. Smantoli they try, but you're not able to get onto the person yet. We still look for accommodation. We still look for accommodation. For Bo City, Bo Kakwa. Are we not here? Oh, una no ale ogobo, una no ale we see wetin dey dey. Una no ale bring kana share network to meet na Bo. I make our Bo people not agree. Okay. Oh. But I think say now we go left this sponsorship one. And we thank Usman Toli for the Bo, and we want to tell thank you to all the other people that we don't pledge yesterday. And also not forget say the Share Network School project they still go on, and government don't pull another press release and say now them be say the 2nd of September. Now they don't push until the 16th of September. Well, now the quality education, they say the boss then get for day, so we dey wait. Now the 16 now. We hope for the best. We hope for the best, not even the better, because the better days then from what they tell we say they come. Let's hope for the best days then now in Salon. So at the end of the day, the one them we can call for them, position them, then go talk when we need for your them voice. Till we meet again tomorrow, a brighter future. And so to people they say, Tata.